Racing games have been around since the dawn of the computer. I remember revving up the paddle's engines and driving my Pong across the finish line, and of course, finding the hidden victory circle in Atari's Adventure and getting the secret message from Dale Earnhardt. And who can forget that quote from the classic arcade game Gauntlet? Warrior needs motor oil badly. Yes, racing is in our blood. So let's make a blood oath to watch Cartridge Blowers, where today we play racing games. Cody avoids running into pancakes, which is ludicrous because pancakes are delicious, in Toybox turbos. And I get sawed in half like a high-speed magician, which is now something I badly want on my resume, in Distance. All this at Animal Crossing. Is it bestiality? It's Cartridge Blowers, episode 121. That's racist. Because racing. Anyway, my favorite moment from a racing game is probably when you pull back on the throttle and you accelerate to the end of the course, passing by each of your opponents on your way into NASCAR victory. Gosh, I just love putting my hand at 10, 2, and just letting my foot hit that throttle, you know, and getting the gas going. Man, I love Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Such good racing.
YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, starring Cody Coleman, Nikki Wright, Matt Krua, and no one else. Cartridge Blowers. Hello everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Hello.
And Matt Krua.
Hi, it's me, Matt.
Welcome, Matt.
Hi, it's me,
Cool.
Matt. What are we doing?
We're moving on.
Okay.
So this is the show where in the second half, we go over video games based around a theme. We play them, not go over them. That would be weird. But no, we play games based around a theme. And this time, the theme is going to be racing games that aren't Mario Kart. So, yeah.
Aren't all racing games kind of Mario Kart?
Well, yeah. Like, I'm going to say I played 7 games before I found a game that would work for the show. Huh?
Nothing. That was a really bad pun joke. I'm sorry, I'll go home.
Video game racist? Is that what you were going
No,
with?
I said, is that racist?
Oh.
Sorry, I have to let you go.
So that's what we're going to be playing in the second half. Until then, you can sit around and watch us talk to each other about other stuff. Or if you're watching us on YouTube, as you can every other Friday, you can just click ahead in the timestamp in the description below. If you're watching us on Twitch, which you're not, but if you were...
If you're just lying to us.
Anyway, this thing popping up in the lower right-hand corner, those are the places you can go to watch us on Twitch or watch us on YouTube. So, before we get to playing around on all those car-type games, what else did we play throughout the last 2 weeks?
Were there video games out? Did that?
Yeah, there should be, and
Okay.
I think you had a whole week off, so in that time span.
Do you think I used that for children's toys? No, I went to wine tastings at Mixers, please.
That sounds so like you.
Yeah.
Yes, I had brie and other cheeses.
I know how much of a wino you are. That is...
I'm there mostly for the Roquefort. It's wonderful, exquisite. You should go. I played Skyrim, so...
For the Switch, I'm
For
assuming?
the Switch, yeah. I was not going to buy it because Xenoblade Chronicles came out today. But I wanted something to bring with me to Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And I was just so allured by the idea of Skyrim in a handheld version that I wanted to give it a shot. And so I bought Skyrim. I bought the digital version, which I haven't bought a lot of big ticket digital games on the Switch. I think Sonic Mania, I guess, would be... No, Sonic Mania is digital only.
Yeah.
I guess digitally I have Puyo Puyo Tetris, because that has a physical version. I'm trying to think what else has a physical version that I have digitally. That might be it. Puyo Puyo Tetris might be the only one.
Okay.
But Skyrim now too. So I picked up Skyrim. If you've never played it, it is an RPG made by Bethesda Softworks, and they are a company known for making janky RPGs. And this right here, this is the jankiest.
What?
I think I've talked about Skyrim before, maybe like 5 years ago. How long has the show been going on?
A long time.
Yeah, probably near the beginning of the show. But Skyrim was a game I never expected to like, because I don't really like fantasy setting type of things. But I just really dig the world. It's fun to walk around and find things. And what I'm finding really cool here is I decided to just go a different way.
Okay.
And I'm definitely finding things that I never saw in my first playthrough. Like, I'm going through all these quest lines that, like, I don't know what the fuck this is. This is cool, yeah. Even though I'm playing a very similar type of character.
You're not just going all out villain or anything?
No, a little more villainy.
Okay.
There was a guy who was sitting by a river that right near the beginning of the game, and he was gonna sell me some fish, and I may have killed him.
Why?
You might have?
Because
sure?
he had fish. And I wanted them, but not for money. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Sure.
Okay.
But I'm playing a similar type of character that I usually play in these games, Skyrim, Fallout. I like to play stealthy characters. I like to play characters who are more based on projectiles, but I'm not really into the magic in this game so much. I use arrows, etc., etc. It's a lot of fun still. I thought I was going to try something different, but I was like, nah, being stealthy and a ninja is just too much fun. It's the only way to play this. Like, I really love being able to pickpocket things into other people's pockets. Like,
what?
That
You plant stuff on
very
them?
much like you.
Yeah, you can put things in their pockets like explosives, or poisons and stuff, and like they'll get hurt. It's great. Or being able to pick locks and go into people's houses in the middle of the night. I went through this whole quest line where so there was this town up north that I had never been to, and I guess a family had died, and so
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, no, it was a fun, happy, good time, and I was the king of town said "do," and then he told me to. That's my Homestar reference.
Yeah, good job.
Nailed it. Told me to go investigate the house fire where the family died, and to go there, I meet like the ghost of the family. It's a whole thing. The mom and turns out to be a vampire, and so I got to investigate the town to find out why the hell the mom was a vampire, because that's fucked up. And I find out that some lady in town is actually a vampire, and I find this out because I go into her house to rob it because it's locked.
Okay.
And I'm like, I think I'll go rob the basement. And when I go in the basement, she's definitely sleeping in a coffin.
Whoa.
And so I shoot her before she wakes up.
Whoa. What a weird twist.
Yeah. And so I go and I tell the king of town, and I'm like, hey, lady, some chick in your town is a vampire. And she goes, well, you and some townsfolk go march on the master vampire's lair that she was serving. And I'm like, sure, I guess.
Why not?
Yeah. And I go outside and the whole town's there. And we go march on the master vampire's lair. And it's like 30 feet away from the town. Like, did you guys not know? Were you guys... Yeah, you guys... like, they apparently knew where the Master Vampire's house was, but like,
They needed you to come along to get up the courage.
And then they all were like, "Man, this cave looks really scary from the outside. Do you want to like go in?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then I kill a lot of undead folks. There are some changes with this one, mostly just the fact that there are some optional motion controls if you would like them. I have played around with them a little bit. I don't love them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're fine, but like you can, tilt the controller for aiming of your arrows, for instance, a la Breath of the Wild. I thought Breath of the Wild's gyro aiming was a lot more intuitive. This one doesn't feel quite right to me. Mm-hmm. It might just be because this is a game from 2012 that is using 2017 controller technology. But you can also use it to swing your sword. Apparently, I don't use that weapon, so I don't know. But and of course, there's some Zelda content that has been added to the game. You can use amiibos to get the Master Sword and Link's Breath of the Wild outfit, or you can find them in game by going on, like, climbing the tallest mountain in the world and finding it hidden in a special cave that has been added.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, it's the same game, and it is a really, like, even though it's a 5-year-old game, it's kind of surreal to play it handheld.
Really?
I can imagine. Yeah.
This is a game that still looks pretty good, and I haven't had any technical issues other than normal, Skyrim technical issues. So when I say it's a janky game, like, it's got a lot of bugs, but they're endearing bugs.
They didn't fix them.
Like, yeah, no, I fell through the ground.
Oh, that doesn't sound endearing. That sounds like void.
It auto saves a lot, so it's fine.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, but or no, there was one where I killed this old lady a long time ago. Don't ask.
Okay.
She was a witch, and I went inside her house to steal some health potions, and she apparently could feel it with witch powers. And so she's like, "I'll kill you," and I'm like, "No!" Arrow to the face. And then I go and threw her body in the river because, like, people don't find bodies, but I just wanted to do that for gameplay. And so I throw her body in the river, and it drifts away. And later on, I've been using her house to sleep, because when you sleep, you get bonuses. And so I've been sleeping at her house, and
stole an old witch's house.
She tried to kill me first after I stole her things. So I go to sleep in the bed, and when I wake up, there are people who have been hired to kill me waiting on me.
Wow.
And they had been hired by the witch's sister. I guess, like, somehow the sister found out, probably magic powers.
Yeah.
And so these guys are way stronger than me, and they kill me with like a couple of hits. And I'm stuck inside this bedroom, and they're all in front of the doorway. And it auto-saved. And
oh, no.
So I had to... There is also a secret witch room in here that you can... The door next to the bed on the floor.
Yeah.
And you can go a secret cellar that has, like, some kind of terrible altar inside. And so I go inside that door and heal up, and then I come out and I, like, hit him a couple times, and then I go back in the door. And I was like, this game is well made.
So you had to kill them incrementally.
Yeah. Like, I ended up remembering I had this magic spell that made people mad at each other. And so I was like, good. Yeah, I never use magic. Let me just get out there and make them kill each other. And then one guy killed the other two, and then I think he ran away because I couldn't find him. But
maybe he killed himself. I don't.
Yeah, if you never played Skyrim, it's a fun experience. I highly recommend it on the Switch.
Right on, cool. Did you play anything else?
Okay, I'll talk about one more game that I didn't technically play.
Okay.
I bought it for somebody and watched them play it.
Okay.
This is a game. No, I'll talk about 2 games. I'm sorry, 2 games.
Okay. All right.
I'll talk about them quickly, so I don't take up too much time. I bought a game for my niece, Phoebe, called Cat Quest on the Switch. And
okay, that sounds
exactly. And Cat Quest is basically a isometric, maybe top down, I guess. RPG, action RPG, where you play a cat knight and you must go around, and basically the entire game takes place on a world map. And you like literally, it's like you're walking across a paper map, and you go from town to town, talk to townspeople, do quests for them, and then you fight bad guys who are also on the map. Maybe it's kind of like an earlier Zelda game, like a Zelda 1.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If it was like that.
But with better controls, you can walk in all directions, etc.
That's helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems pretty neat. It's pretty simple game. It's definitely from what I read the reviews about it, and they were like, if you have a younger gamer and they really like cat puns, then this is the game for them. And I was like, okay, well, I do. and it's a good intro RPG, I think.
Well, that's cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she had some trouble kind of getting used to the idea that you have to time a lot of your attacks, like get in, swipe, and then get out.
Sure.
Because there's like a roll feature that lets you roll out of their area of effect. And so kind of understanding the idea that you can stop pressing the X button for a little bit, and if you do that, you don't die.
Yeah.
She's learning, these are skills that will suit her well in other games.
Right. So that's a pretty fun game. I think it's like $9.99.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
It might be too simple for some people. I think there's a mobile version that maybe even be freemium.
Okay.
I'm not sure. So you could try that if you may think it's up your alley. The writing is actually kind of fun, though. It's very silly.
Okay.
And then the other game I played was a mobile game itself, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
Oh, how is that?
Oh, yeah.
So Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is the newest Nintendo mobile game. Previous two were Super Mario Run and Fire Emblem Heroes, I think it's called. Yeah. I didn't really play much of Fire Emblem at all. And I played probably half of Mario Run before just not coming back to it, even though that's not a bad game. Animal Crossing is kind of like a real Animal Crossing game, which is kind of strange. You go around and because Animal Crossing is a making friends simulator. You go around it's a chill game. Yeah, and you talk to people and you do favors for them, and then they do favors for you. And you get to then upgrade your campsite and your camper and make it look however you want, and then invite people around, do different quests, etc., etc., etc.
Does it work like I believe maybe they gave up this gimmick eventually, but I know for at least a while part of the gimmick was it's real time. So if you play at 2 a.m., it's 2 a.m. in the game. Do they do that with this?
I haven't noticed anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, after the first couple days, I've kind of just checked in daily, once a day. I'm not. It's not a game I'm gonna say that I'm very deep into.
Okay.
But it's a thing that you can, okay, maybe I'll just get on and talk to a guy and do a quest or so, and then move on with my life for the day. But it's not very meaty.
Okay.
Though, I mean, it's free, so
yeah.
It is what it is. But I mean, it's kind of like a game with a whole lot of nothing to do, but I kind of like doing that.
Right on.
Yeah, there's not much to do in it. You can talk to a person, and then they'll say something cute, and then you can give them the item that you've clicked on. Like, you went around, I caught a fish by tapping the screen, and then in a certain map, and then I went back and I gave it to this guy because he wanted this fish, and now he's happy, and his heart fills up with meter, and then maybe he'll give me some building materials, and I can build a couch. It's simple.
Does it have the microtransaction app?
Oh, no, yeah, you can totally if you want to pay real money and get all kinds of shit, but I can never see myself doing that.
Okay.
I don't know that I can see a lot of people doing that. I don't know why you would. I guess maybe it gets very resource heavy later in the game, but early on it seems like I don't really have problems completing any tasks that are set before me. you can also use money to speed up building times because like I had to build one couch and it took like 6 hours of real time. So you just leave it and come back to the game 6 hours later and your couch is done.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm welcome to mobile games.
Yeah.
They want you to pay to make the process go faster. Which,
Right.
no, thank you.
No.
I'm good. One thing that's really weird is a lot of your goal in the game is to invite as many people to your camp, the AI people to your camp as possible. Of course, you can invite real people too. There's a lot of online multiplayer. But to do that, you have to get specific furniture, and they won't come to your place unless you have specific furniture. And I think those are the people I would least be likely to be friends with in real life.
Right, yeah.
Like, hey, Matt, yeah, I'm actually not going to come to your house. Oh, why? Yeah, you don't have the right color couch, so maybe if you get that, we can hang out someday.
That's so funny.
It's really like, as I was playing it, I was like, yeah, I invited like the sixth guy to my house. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I building stuff just so they'll come over? And the best part is like they come over and then like you trick them because I immediately switch back to the layout I had before. And in the game, like I don't have to manually do it. They're like, do you want to put everything back to the way it was before? I'm like, yes. I don't want this dumb couch that they made me build because they're a penguin and they want an ice couch. Like I want it to be the cool ass couch that I made.
I'm a human. I can't sit on an ice couch. My ass.
I would lose my butt in a terrible couch accident. I don't want to be part of that. So yeah, it's a silly game, but if you dug Animal Crossing, you'll probably like this. If you have never played Animal Crossing or hated it, I'd skip it.
Right on. Yeah, at least it's free, so it won't hurt for you to give it a shot.
Sure, I'd much rather have a real Animal Crossing game on the Switch because I do like Animal Crossing a lot.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's
yeah.
So yeah, anything else?
That's probably all I've been playing.
Okay, Nikki, you play anything?
No. But
you play any more Odyssey?
No.
Okay.
But I mentioned before the show I got all my computer parts.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of like a puzzle that I lost.
Aw.
Just because I can't. I need to get a new case because the case won't let me fit the parts in correctly.
Yeah, tell me about that. Yeah.
Like I was talking to someone about it, and they're like, "Yeah, some cases like I bought it's a case from a computer I used to have that I bought like refurbished, and apparently some places or some manufacturers will like set up their cases such that you can only put certain parts in certain directions."
Okay.
And my parts won't fit if I do it that way. So
that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
you really should have like be contacting Joe about all this stuff because he is just the master of parts and cases and everything. Just send that dude a message on Twitter or something.
Yeah. So I guess I got to do that this weekend, but I'm really excited because that means I get to eventually, really, really close in the future, we'll be able to play like new games for the show.
Congratulations!
That's awesome.
You'll be on maybe Cody's level.
Yeah, well, probably, yeah.
I don't know. I've got a pretty good graphics card and like a pretty good.
She may be doing better than me. We'll see.
Maybe. Yeah.
I just upgraded my motherboard and processor and RAM and graphics card last month. So
nice.
Right on.
Yeah,
so you're top tier.
I'm not like top tier, but I got a pretty good.
That's good.
A pretty good rig.
7, and then 2 days later, the i8 came out.
Sure.
Oh man. Well, that's fine.
That's okay. I wasn't gonna drop that kind of money.
No.
Yeah. I believe I have an i7. So.
Right on. Well, cool. Well, congratulations.
Thanks. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you. Right on. As for me, like I've been playing Stardew Valley, and that game is just a lot of fun.
How far are you into it?
I'm in the first summer. I'm about halfway through that, and so it's I feel like I'm doing things wrong, but I'm also having fun, so I don't care that much.
There's no way to do things wrong, really.
Right on. Like
there are ways to do things quote unquote optimally.
Yeah.
But like fuck that. Do whatever you want and have fun.
Yeah, I'm mostly just trying to build my farm and go down to those mines, get some cool stuff there.
Mines are a blast.
I'm real bad at fishing.
Are you playing with a mouse and keyboard or a controller?
A controller.
Okay. I found a controller really easy for fishing, whereas I saw people playing with mouse and keyboard and they hated fishing. It's a lot of you want to make sure you get a better rod immediately.
Yeah, I haven't upgraded anything yet, but I'm getting close. Like, I'm finally starting to... Like, summer, I'm able to make a lot more things than I could in the spring. And that's possible, possibly because I was paying more attention to the fact that the season's going to end. So I tried doing everything quickly. So I'm starting to get enough money that I think I can upgrade
I think like the new rod is like $400 or something.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap. Just go down. You got to go down to the ocean and check out the weird fish man's shack.
Right on. Cool.
Are you courting anyone in town, Cody?
Kind of. I'm definitely trying to raise my relationship with several people a little bit, but I kind of want to focus a little bit more on things that won't necessarily end in a child that I'll have to take care of.
Sure.
First.
You want to work on you.
Yeah, exactly. I want to work on me first.
Your career.
Exactly. Get my farm into a good spot.
Farmer and monster murderer.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it's like I like Abigail and the smart one, Maru.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that I'm probably spending the most time talking to. But
how are you doing with the bundles?
I got one bundle during the spring. I just finished the summer foraging bundle, and next time I play, I finally have blueberries, so I'll be able to finish the summer crop bundle.
Cool.
So that'll be.
You want to finish as many bundles as possible, because they unlock new parts of the game.
That's kind of I found that when I finished the spring foraging bundle, and I'm like, I got to do this shit. So
yeah.
So yeah. And plus, I got a lot of seeds for free, and that was helpful.
Yeah.
So yeah. Stardew Valley is a lot of fun. I may buy it for Switch just so I can play it more, not having to worry about the TV being free or anything. But I'm enjoying it on the PC a lot. So
it's both a good and bad bedtime game.
Yeah, I could see myself being very calm, but also just like just one more day.
Exactly, very much so. Yeah.
So yeah, but other than that, I played Puzzle Fighter, got a mobile release, so I thought I would give that a shot. It plays just like Puzzle Fighter, which is cool, but it also plays just like a mobile game, which is not cool. And that it very much plays like something that wants you to spend a shit ton of money on small things that I'm not going to ever do. And I was a little disappointed with that because a lot of these ports of these older games really feel like, yeah, you can do microtransactions, but that's not the main thing. But this one really feels like just shoving it down your throat. So I don't know how much I'll actually be playing it. We'll see. I'm still playing Marvel Puzzle Quest.
Like 3-4 years later. Jesus,
I've played it almost every single day since I downloaded it. I've played that game probably more than any other game I have ever played.
All right.
And I do still really enjoy it, and it does do the transactions thing too, but it still feels like way less bad.
Have you given that game any money, Cody?
I've given it maybe $5 in 3-4 years.
Not bad.
Yeah, so $5 for 4 years worth of entertainment, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Sure.
So, yeah. Let's see.
I would be here talking to you about Xenoblade 2, but Amazon decided to not deliver that motherfucker today. So.
Oh no.
Those bitches.
We'll talk about it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So So we have a little bit of time. Let's go through the new cap real quick.
Sure.
Yeah. So just a couple things I wanted to touch on real quickly. December 7th, 2017, we're going to get Teslagrad on the Nintendo Switch, which is a game that I played on this show for a puzzle week. Which,
I remember that.
Yeah, it's a cute little hand-drawn game where you have these gloves and you punch things to either positively charge or negatively charge it to repel or attract different things, and it was a lot of fun. So I do recommend it. It'll be coming out for the Switch, so you can play it anywhere. So yeah, December 7th. December 8th, we get a game called Hello Neighbor coming for the Xbox One and PC. And that game is a stealth horror game where you are trying to find out what's going on and what your neighbor's trying to hide in their basement. So it's kind of Rear Window-esque in that way, but its AI learns as you go. So if you tend to try to break in through the back window, you'll find a bear trap there one time. If you try to take a specific If you try to take a specific path through their house, you'll find cameras starting to litter that way that you go, or they'll find a new shortcut to try to cut you off the way you normally go when they're chasing you through the house. So it learns and adapts while you
dig that.
sneak.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That element of it made it seem a lot more interesting. So if it goes on sale, I may pick that up. So yeah, that's Hello Neighbor for the Xbox One and the PC on December 8th. The December 12th, we get a HD remake of Okami coming to the PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
How is that not on Switch? That's some BS.
Right? I mean,
it's a game where you paint with motion controls.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, like it makes sense to have an HD remake because that game was known for being very pretty.
Didn't that game already have an HD remake though?
I'm not sure, but it's getting more releases. Like it was there was a PS3 version, yeah, I guess there probably was an HD remake, but this is
I'd say they could just make a sequel, but I think they shuttered the studio that made it.
Yeah. So that would be unfortunate, but yeah, Okami's known for being very, very pretty. So here you get the HD version. And then also PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds leaves early access, and gets an Xbox One port. So,
in a game, if this was a year where Mario and Zelda, and possibly the best Marios and Zeldas of all time, had not come out, that would probably be my game of the year.
Cool.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is a fucking blast. It's great. And it is such a unique and, I would say, genre-defining game.
Cool.
Like, already it's got copycats that are really great. Like, there's Fortnite is a fantastic game. And they're copying the style that PUBG put out. And it's 2017 was fucked up, y'all.
Right?
Like
so many good games.
Not just politically, but
well, yeah. But
for video games mostly.
Right. Well, cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's really all I thought that I wanted to talk about.
And they're adding the ability to vault through windows and over walls and climb houses and shit, and that's gonna be killer. I'm very excited.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Right on, man. So yeah, let's go on to playing our games.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's race.
So, like I said at the beginning of the episode, this week we play games that are racing games that aren't Mario Kart, or at the very least aren't blatantly Mario Kart. Man, I don't know.
How did you have a hard time finding a game, Cody?
Fuck, right? I thought this was going to be the easiest goddamn thing.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I didn't even try and find a game until tonight, and I found one. And I found one in 10 minutes, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll play that. It looks pretty cool." And spoiler alert, my game is fucking awesome. So How'd you have a tough time?
Let me tell you my history of this theme. Okay, because I like kart racing games a lot.
Sure.
I like a good like breakout game or burnout game even. So I thought this was going to be very easy. However, I also didn't want to play something that I've played before or something that is just way too similar to Mario Kart. I wanted something a little bit unique. So let me tell you all the games that I played before settling on the one that we're going to watch. So I played a game called My Dream Car Builder, which is a game where you build your carts.
That sounds less like a racing game and more like
it sounds like you want to date cars, but you don't. You build.
You don't?
No, you don't.
What?
Not in this particular one, anyway. No.
It's not a visual novel where you try and sleep with an automobile?
No, I'm sure that exists, but this is not it.
Sure.
No, you build your car and then you race it. And while, yeah, it was kind of funny the first 2 times I tried to build something and having it just immediately fall the fuck over, it got real boring real quick to watch, because there's one map that just has different paths that you go through, and there's really not even cool racers or weapons or anything to look at, and the map is very boring. So I decided to get a refund on that, and because I bought that game because I thought it sounded great. It was $15. Don't buy it.
Wait, one map?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that you can do to build your car, and if you really want to spend just like a super shit long time building it, you could probably make something that works really cool. But I did not have that kind of time. So
was there not workshop support? You couldn't download?
You could. I downloaded a plane. And it ran very poorly.
I downloaded a plane in this car building.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So there's that. Let's see. I played I played a VR sailboat racing game because we haven't done VR before, nor have we done sailboats, but that ran real poorly.
Why we haven't done sailboats.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, the old randomizer has got us the next episode theme.
Oh,
shit. All right, cool. So there's that. I played a game called Muppets Race Mania. I
almost gave that a shot.
I did give it a shot.
I've heard it was really bad.
Fucking hell, it was real bad, guys. Like first,
did you play like South Park Rally for this?
I did, but at least that had footage to make fun of. This one did not. I found myself, because the maps are laid out in such a way that it's very easy to go the wrong way and not realize it. It's very hard to tell what weapon you have. It's very hard to then use said weapon, and I found myself very frequently not able to find any of the other fucking racers I was going up against.
They were Muppets, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you just follow that bird?
That bird wasn't in there, man.
What?
Except for the penguin that you get to throw behind you as a landmine weapon.
Like in Muppets.
What?
Yeah.
Like in the Muppet Show.
Exactly.
You know? So I mean, maybe instead of trying to get lost on the course, why don't you just find it?
Well,
no connection.
That was one of the good things about the Muppets, was before each track there would be a clip that takes place in a similar thing from the Muppets.
What system was this?
This was the PlayStation.
You had to listen to Kermit sing the Rainbow Connection.
Yes, if you go when you do the swamp. Absolutely.
Worth it.
Yeah.
On PS1 though?
On PlayStation 1, so it was very compressed. Let's see. We won't go through everything. I played a game called Coffin Dodgers, which I played a demo for that, which is basically, and this would have
sounds amazingly weird.
It would have been the game that I played if the demo had more than one track in it. You play old people in Rascals, racing to be the one that doesn't get killed by death.
Right?
Yeah.
That
And
sounds amazing. Why didn't you
Doesn't it
buy
sound
it?
because I didn't want to spend the money on it after already
You
having
bought
spent.
the other game.
I know.
And refunded it. Use that money.
So that game sounded great, and it was actually pretty fun.
How much was it?
Like $20, something like that.
And Coffin Dodgers is a kick-ass name for that. That's
Isn't
a
it?
great name.
Yeah, so that was the good one that I played, and then I decided, fuck it, I'm having such a hard time. I'll play Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing Transformed. I know that's a good game, and it is. But I decided I've played that a lot, and it's actually fairly well known. So I would have to edit out 15 minutes of footage. So I said, I'll try something else. We won't go over any of the other games that I played except for what I settled on right here, which is I had given up and I was just going to use my shitty Muppet Race footage. When I found that the current Humble Bundle is a racing Humble Bundle.
Whoa.
So I shelled out $1 for 4 games, and one of them was great. And that's what I played for the show that we're going to actually watch. It's called Toybox Turbos. Which it's Mario Kart-esque, but it's got a very different look and feel to it. And it's more of a top-down kind of classic racing style view, which was fairly unique. And it has, similar to Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing Transform, there are various other types of modes that you go through. It's not just a simple racing game. There are other things.
I am suspicious of this game immediately.
Okay, well let's just, I've talked enough. Let's just get into watching it.
I'm ready.
All right. YouTube.
Toybox Turbos is a bad name.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a really awful, awful name.
Let me up this volume.
Yeah.
That's very soft. I guess I should play it too.
This music seems pretty bargain gamey.
Well, it's the music's not great.
Okay, I like this aesthetic.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed the aesthetic. You play toys, right?
Yeah.
And you collect coins as you play to be able to buy these other toy cars. And
Oh man.
The hovercraft. No.
well, I don't have money with which to play the hovercraft yet. I have to earn coins, so I have to be this little.
Okay, so this is not Mario Kart. You know what game this is, right? Okay, except for that. But you know this. Did you ever play Micro Machines on either the NES or Genesis?
That I did, and this is pretty similar to that. It's Micro Machines is actually something that you can get in the Humble Bundle if you pay a little bit more money.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, Micro Machines is oddly enough a game I did not play on the NES as a kid. It's a game I played on the Genesis, which I didn't own a Genesis. I owned a Genesis for like 4 months as a kid, and then we sold it, and so I could buy more Super Nintendo games. But we had Micro Machines, and that game rules.
Yeah. Did we skip ahead, by the way? Are you at like 134?
I am, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened.
I was always mine didn't skip ahead. Mine has been here always. Cody.
Okay, cool.
So are you picking up? Are these coins? They kind of look like sliced
coins.
bananas.
Yeah, they're coins that you pick up to be able to buy the other cars.
Okay.
So you gotta get that hovercraft.
Yeah, baby.
That was my goal.
And so is everything just like a giant real person's house?
Yeah, well, it's basically just playing on you're very tiny and you could be in some rich person's house if you want to be.
How much does the hovercraft cost?
The hovercraft, I don't know, it's the most expensive one.
Boo.
Are there a lot of vehicles?
Yeah, actually. So, like, those are the only vehicles available in this particular course to unlock. But I play another course that we actually won't see. Another cup, if you were.
Ramp off a cake?
I did, yeah.
That's pretty cool. This house is a mess.
It
They're
is.
gonna get bugs.
They are.
Tommy going hard?
Someone clearly died in the middle of this dinner.
And the courses are fairly small in a lot of instances, but it didn't bother me.
Very Micro Machines.
Yeah.
Like, when you were talking about kind of the top-down perspective and turning into different modes. Like in Micro Machines, there were boats and hover boats or something like that. But so it very much reminded me of that just from your description. This looks pretty neat.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this game. And like I said, I played another mode. Like I got exactly 10 minutes of good footage, just playing the first cup. So I felt that was good. But I played for another 20 minutes with other modes, and there was just a bunch of unique stuff there.
You wasted all your hovercraft money, you fool.
I wanted to get all of the stuff.
You monster, idiot, fool, idiot, dummy.
That was rude.
Wait, this is track 1 again, isn't it?
Yeah, it does take you back for this particular race. It's a time trial.
Okay. So here we are. We're going over their sink, which is completely full and has like 8 sponges. And then over here on the drying rack, which is just super wet. And there seem to be mines around it, very tiny mines.
Yeah.
And then over here, breakfast, like someone just spilled all of the breakfast everywhere.
Yeah.
And like the sink is just on, it's going to be flooding the floor. I don't understand.
The people who own this house are fucked.
Yeah.
So, we don't see a version, there's another time trial that's very similar to this in the next cup, which I don't have, which I played with a lunar lander. You get to play a lunar lander.
Okay.
And the gravity is very floaty for that car. Like your weight is one little dash. So you hit one of those explosion mines and you fly just all the fuck everywhere. And you can recover and keep going, but it's real hard to do that.
Yeah.
So I decided to buy the school bus.
If you do not buy the hovercraft by the end of this video, Cody, you're fired from Cartridge Blowers forever.
Well, we'll see.
Uh-oh.
So I decided I want to keep the better handling and keep being the taxi.
That bus was raring to go.
It was.
Yeah.
Shortcut, nice.
Yeah, but I don't realize that I need to go into the fucking toaster. I'm like, it's a dead end.
That's a weird transition, but okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was doing good at first, and then I
Yeah.
got stuck not knowing what to do.
How are the weapons? They seem kind of toothless.
Yeah.
The weapon, it depends on what you get. I don't really understand the magnet very well.
Okay.
The machine gun is actually pretty decent if you can stay behind the player long enough. There are some rockets that you can get. There are boosts. There are the hammer is actually a lot of fun. It's a melee weapon, but you get to keep it for a pretty decent amount of time.
Does this family have 8 breakfasts a day?
Yeah, this is 5th breakfast.
Why not?
Good question. I should have just gone right through those sugar cubes.
Yeah, I should have.
Oh gosh, oh gosh. Okay, well, you got first.
I still made it.
For pure
I lucked into that, honestly.
So there's a lot to like about this game. It seems really neat. I like the aesthetic. I like everything, but there's also kind of a cheap feeling to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like the UI and the menu look very free to play mobile game.
Yeah, but like I felt the game itself was very nice.
Yeah. Oh, don't go here.
So this mode is you
Breakfast
try to
8.
Yes.
Oh my God, there's more breakfast.
You try to
hour 14 of breakfast. Sorry.
You try to pass as many cars as you can, and during the race, and as you do that, the cars blow up.
Okay. It's kind of like reverse speed. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a ridiculous stack of pancakes. Did you guys
Yeah. I like how a lot of the items have physics.
Yeah.
Like just random items in the level.
And now this game was released like 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Again, you can get it for as much money, anywhere between $1 and whatever you want to pay in the Humble Bundle for the next 19 days. So, like, if you're watching this after December, you know, you may be out of luck for that. But
Sure.
you could go ahead and buy it for $15 if you want to get it for its normal price. So here's
this is an elimination
This
level?
this is a boss fight. You're trying to either get far enough ahead. Oh, that's right. You can't buy the hovercraft. You have to beat the hovercraft
Okay.
in the boss battle in order to be able to get it.
Well, you won. That idiot. He just drove off the course like a dummy.
You have to beat him until he runs out of dots.
Oh, this is straight up a mode for Micro Machines.
Well,
Like, with the dots and everything.
Well,
Like,
there
that's
you go.
cool. Like, I'm into that.
so I'm okay with it being a Micro Machines clone and not a Mario Kart clone.
Like, less of a clone and more of like an homage, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I dig
Because,
it.
like, you know, graphically, it's certainly very different. Because, you know,
It's
not
not
a
NES.
Genesis game.
Yeah.
You know? But just, like, the modes and gameplay seem very similar. And that's a cool game to ape because not a lot of people have played it and or remember it.
Yeah, and there was another mode in the next cup that I don't record, which is a time trial, but there's like water that is seeping up behind you, so you have to not get drowned.
Okay.
And it was surprisingly difficult.
So he used the magnet earlier, and I think what it does is it kind of pulls you
Oh no, Cody.
closer,
Yeah.
or pull the person in front of you closer to you,
Okay.
so that you can catch up.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a rubber banding.
Yeah,
So yeah, I died once.
you fool.
He's died a lot more than once.
Yeah, no, I think this boss is pretty easy.
Yeah. This cup was actually fairly easy, but
Sure.
the next one is not. The next one you get cars that are harder to control.
Excellent job,
I
buddy.
did enjoy the Moonlander though. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, so I didn't get the hoverboard or the hovercraft because you had to beat that boss in order to get it.
I got to see it in action. That's okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, so that's it. That's what I got. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I finally found something, so I don't have to settle for horrendous footage from Muppet Race Mania. So yeah, and then you know if you thought that Coffin Dodgers thing sounded good, that's got a demo on Steam. Go play it. So yeah, Matt, what'd you play?
So I played a game called Distance,
Okay.
which is a terrible title. Because when I went and searched for Distance Steam or Distance PC on Google to try and get some information about the game, that SEO is very bad. So Distance is advertised as a racing / platformer, and I said, yes, please. It is kind of like a futuristic kind of racer, a la, let's say, I'm not gonna say F-Zero. It reminds me a lot of Rush 2049, if you remember that game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're a car. You can boost with the A button, and you also have a jump button.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of obstacles to jump and dodge around, and you can change into a flight mode.
Cool.
And it's just got a very neat aesthetic and cool soundtrack, and a very cool Steam Workshop.
Okay. Do we see any of this workshop?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's get into it.
Yeah. This sound needs to come down. So I went to go just play a level, and it said, "Have you played Adventure Mode?" And I'm like, "No." They're like, "Well, you should do it." So I'm going to play Adventure Mode. And
Okay.
it starts with a cutscene that I skip. And I'm also skipping. I cut out the first couple of levels because they're tutorial levels.
Right.
And I wanted to get to this one, and this is kind of the first story mode, where there's this weird hypercube that you're just like driving after. And
Definitely has a unique look to it.
yeah, so you can boost by holding the A, and you can see your overheat meter in your taillights. Oh
Whoa.
shit!
What the hell?
And so that thing takes me into a new area where there are.
Now you're in Tron.
Yes. And you go through a lot of portals in this game. And so you can see your overheat thing heating up, but every time you go through a portal and or a oh yeah, I decided to fly there. You can fly literally anytime you want.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, really?
But
That's
it,
awesome.
It overheats faster when you fly.
Oh.
Here I'm going through some rings here that reset my overheat meter. Here I go through a checkpoint and that resets my overheat meter. So there's very little reason not to just constantly boost.
Okay.
Unless you're, you know, afraid of dying, which you shouldn't be. I spun out because I was trying to make this sharp turn.
Are you racing other cars or
in this mode, no, this is adventure mode, so you're just kind of trying to beat the level.
All right.
And with the best time, I guess. So, you know, there I got to jump here. There's objects on the left and right. There. Oh god. Okay.
Oh shit.
It's fine. And there are buzzsaws that can saw your car in half.
Cool.
But if they saw certain parts of your car off, and there are lasers that do this too, you can keep going.
Really?
With just the like quarter car that you have left.
That's cool.
And it's very neat. So I saw this portal in the air, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go in that.
Going through these portals is intense.
Yeah, no, it's a very cool feeling. It's just got a very neat idea to it. And I'm noticing here that it looks a lot darker in this video than I think it did when I play. I have my brightness up pretty high on my screen.
I think it looks fine.
Okay. So we're dodging buzzsaws left and right. And oh god, oh shit.
Whoa.
Luckily, with adventure mode, you just kind of explode and go back to the last checkpoint. But there's some pretty cool variety. Like, you know, it's changing pretty consistently. Oh gosh. And
you're falling to hell.
yeah, we're done. But I made it through a checkpoint, so that's fine. I think there is a story.
Okay.
I don't know about it, nor do I care about it.
Are you in some anti-gravity tunnel?
No, you can actually drive on walls all the time.
Oh, okay.
Which you'll see coming up, and it's a really neat gimmick where just you're going so fast that basically you don't fall down.
I gotcha.
If you don't go fast enough, however, your speed will, you know, stop you. So here's some walls are teleporting in. There were buzzsaws on either side. And there's the hypercube. Let's get him. Oh shit! Ugh.
You did it.
Oh Jesus! Oh god! Fuck! Okay, let's try again. Oh, there's lasers. Oh, it saw the top of my car off, but I'm gonna keep going.
Whoa! What? Your driver is dead.
I don't know that there's a person in this vehicle.
Just a sentient car.
Yeah, here I jumped and bounced off, but I stayed alive, so it's okay. And I think the cube died.
You are definitely a car version of a Tron light cycle.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh shit! Oh god! So I'm gonna fly myself back onto the course, and then stop before I explode by overheating. And
whoa!
Win the level.
Cool.
Yeah, it's the ability to jump and fly at any time is extremely fulfilling.
Yeah, man.
So I like this level a lot too. So I included these two levels of the adventure mode. This one, Aftermath, has a couple of new gimmicks, other than the fact that it has a better music track.
Yeah, the music is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it has some new obstacles to avoid, and it will have sections where certain mechanics stop working.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So I exploded into rainbows with that guy. So like at one point my flight suit is going to stop working, or my jump will stop working after I get infected here.
Are there other cars that you can choose from, or is it just this guy?
As far as I know, it's just this guy.
Okay.
I don't know if there are other cars at all, actually. Even when I do the Steam Workshop created levels.
Okay.
Oh, half my car fell off.
Whoa.
That's fine.
You were a wedge.
Yeah, I went through yeah, anytime you go through a checkpoint, everything regenerates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, I missed that jump, so we'll just turn into flight mode and get back on course.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, just but you got to be able. It's a very good safety mechanism, but you also have to be able to manage your overheat meter.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is the first gravity section. Well, I fucked up as I tried to jump into this portal and I hit the ceiling. All right, so it says deploy side thrusters, and I don't know what that means. So I'm kind of just stuck with no gravity.
Whoa.
Oh no.
And
But
so
this
I'm
is
gonna.
cool. I kind of like.
Oh
this
yeah, no, it's really neat.
floating through space effect.
And so I decided to just kind of see. Oh god, it took me into this building and kind of stuck. So I come out here, and like I'm kind of just moving without purpose. I don't really know how to turn.
This kind of droning
Man, those wheels are cool.
notes.
Yeah, no, I really like the way my car looks. Like
Yeah.
it's got. So I decided to explode, spin out and explode on this wall, and reset. And here I realized, oh wait, maybe I could just like go straight and not press the L button, the L stick. And you can see like now there's a gyrometer on
There
the
you
back of
go.
the vehicle. Yeah.
Oh,
it's, oh god.
That almost worked.
I missed the checkpoint.
Damn
Or
it.
did I'm in, and then I remember I can fly. And that kind of helps me dictate better where I can go. I wanted to drive up this wall because it was cool.
Back to the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're back. And so you're constantly changing scenes. And so here we get the wall run, which is my first time seeing it. I fucked it up very badly. But that's fine. That's okay. We'll learn. I'm just not getting the fact that I should be pressing the opposite direction when I jump into the wall.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, we're fine. Ugh. Okay,
Just
so
that landing, though.
I've got a wall on the left and I need to hold right to do it. And so a wall on the right I need to hold left in order to make sure my car is stationary on my new ground. And so here I didn't realize that was a wall I should have driven off.
Oh no!
So I
Fly
go,
or explode into rainbows.
yeah, I go to laser hell. And here I missed again, kind of, but I made the jump, so whatever. Oh shit, we're fine. That was according to plan. Oh, so was that. Okay.
Whoa.
I kind of got stuck in the wall, so. And so now they're restoring my flight capabilities again. Luckily, you can just hit walls all you want and die. It's fine. I'm not. It would be cooler if I was racing against people, I think.
Oh yeah, this would be a really fun multiplayer game.
Yeah, and you can play it multiplayer as far as I know. So let's go ahead and flash forward. So this is a user-created level.
Okay.
And it's a pretty good user creation suite, I think.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's cool.
Rainbows.
And so
It's Rainbow Road!
So here's Rainbow Road 64.
Oh my
And-
god.
That was a chain jump.
Yeah, and so it's got
Wow.
everything. It's got the Mario faces in the sky. And I think they just made these graphics. These are not ripped to my knowledge.
No, I don't think Peach looks like a demon in this picture.
Go back and replay it.
Yeah.
I'm playing this in the free play mode. They have turned off the ability to jump, I guess, in order to keep it more accurate. I don't know. So I'm just driving. but there are some hazards on the road, and I'm like, well, I don't know what the heck these things are. But he made little shells that hit me.
Wow.
Whoa, this is cool.
Yeah. So like I'm driving by these shells, and I want to kind of slow down and look at them.
Wow.
They look pretty good.
Yeah, someone put a lot of work into this stuff. And every time I hit an item box, it resets my overheat meter. So, it's a nice
Very
way
cool.
to... Hey, Ambi, she's playing Shell Shock Live. Anyway, and it's even got, you know, the lights in the sky. All it's really missing is the Rainbow Road music. But other than that, it's pretty good.
This music's pretty rad, too.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, it's pretty normal, I guess, techno, trancey. Yeah, man, I really do wonder if they have other cars, because I have no idea.
Have to look at the workshop, see if you can download some.
And so, beat Rainbow Road. So I figured, well, let's try another downloadable course. And this one was released today.
Oh.
And you can, of course, rate the courses that you download. So I'm kind of messing around with the menu here. Alright, so let's try this new course.
Oh my god.
This is Green Hill Zone.
This is Green Hill Zone.
Cool.
And this is...
Whoa.
This is a platformer level for sure. Because I'm in the spikes and there's nothing I can do. So I need to wall ride. I did it badly. I'm editing nothing out of this. You're gonna see all of my tries here.
That's fine. It's a lot of fun to watch you fail.
Yeah, no, I fail a lot in this level. Especially here. So here we have a loop-to-loop. And I'm not really sure how to do that. Okay, well.
Not like that.
Not like that. Okay, whatever. Let's explode. You can explode at any time by pressing the back button on your controller.
Okay.
And so a lot of these explosions are me doing it on purpose to reset myself. So we're gonna try the loop again. And here I'm like, I've never done that type of jump before, so I kind of just assume that's how I'm supposed to. Ah, shit. Yeah. I got through the loop, but then I got killed by a tree.
Oh, okay. As you do.
Just like Sonic used to.
Right.
Yeah, right?
Alright, we're doing good. Ah, shit. And here I'm like, wait, there's some ring boxes. Can I break them? No. No, you can't. They're just for decoration, but that's okay. I wanted to try anyway. I would have felt remiss if I hadn't.
Right.
And as I'm playing this, I think this guy did a pretty, if not one for one, but very accurate recreation. Just because, as you'll see in a second here, there are multiple paths depending on whether you go up or down in the level.
Oh, nice.
And so
Very cool.
you can go, you know, pretty much any direction you want. I'm very partial to flying in this game. I really like the way it feels.
Yeah.
And so I head up a lot in this level. But sometimes I don't head up enough. But, you know, it's a level, I think, where you've kind of got to do some trial and error. To
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But, whoa, shit. Okay, that's fine. Blew a little bit. And so doing tricks will also actually reduce your cooldown.
Oh, cool.
Or, I guess, increase your cooldown, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It cools you off.
Yeah. So I'm doing just quick flies between these islands, so I don't do that.
No.
Are those checkpoints serving as actual checkpoints?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no.
So the checkpoints serve as checkpoints and will refill your or reduce your heat. And going through rings will also reduce your heat, but they don't serve as checkpoints.
Okay.
And of course, so there's the actual checkpoints that those are more like, I guess, 3D Sonic era checkpoints.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, shoot. Okay, whoa. Well,
No.
No!
that spin was
That
on
actually
purpose.
awesome death.
Yeah, I was like, well, if I'm going to head towards the ground, I'm going to do as many spins as possible. But you can see, like, he modeled the background. You got the Sonic 1 mountains that are back there. A lot of, like, platforms that you would never drive to are far off to the left and right. There's a lot of work put into this one.
Yeah, you can tell he took a lot of care.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
And I didn't look through a lot of the workshop, but I mean, if there's more stuff like this, it seems like it would be a pretty good well of levels to go to for a good long time. Despite the fact that this game is still technically in early access, and as far as I know, reviews are saying like the developers have kind of stopped supporting it.
Oh,
Really?
It's about a year old.
An early access game has been dropped.
I think they're just not going to finish it, but
Yeah.
you know, they made their money here. But it's a good game. It's a pretty good game. It's very fun.
That looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I
dig
really.
it.
It's very fast paced. I would say my only complaints are I think maybe just some motion blur or something that makes it feel like I'm going faster.
Yeah.
Because like I know I'm going fast, but there's just something to the aesthetics where everything seems really clean, and so it doesn't feel like I'm going fast. But otherwise, it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. It's $20.
That's not terrible.
Nah, worth the pickup.
Yeah. Right on. Cool. So I don't think anyone played a bad game. So I think we're good. Yeah. Right on. So next time we come around.
Hold on and wait. Do you hear that?
Maybe. What am I hearing, Matt?
I hear up on the rooftop.
Are they reindeer paws?
Is it murderers?
It might be both.
I'll get my shovel.
But yeah, no, it's Christmas, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Cool.
So it'll be you know.
Probably do like a Secret Santa, like last time, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll do. Either way, it'll be something Christmassy of some sort. Yeah. We haven't discussed it in advance because we're
there's not enough Christmas games to really do a Christmas
right.
theme.
So it's probably just like another $1 gift thing or something like that. But yeah, right on, guys. Well, until then, this has been Cartridge Blowers. I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Bye.
And Matt Krua.
So long, friend.
Right on. Until then, don't die. But Matt, what should they do? That's correct.
Barn blower.
Right on. Good night.